At this point, I have all my case coding done, and it's time to start open coding. There are different types of coding, but so far I've really focused on open coding, so that's what I'm gonna do for this project. And what I've done is I opened my 3 transcript files, and I've opened the coding section of NVivo, and I've got things sort of set up. I am going to turn on code stripes for selected items, and I'm going to turn on just for codes. And I'll select everything, right? There's no codes yet, but that's okay. Select the sentence, and it's not going to let me to do anything yet. So we'll start adding highlights once it starts going. All code. Oh, no, I don't all code. Let's see what we do. Highlighting, coding. Okay. We won't go until I create the first code. So at this point, I'm going to skip down to past the start stuff because I know the instruction doesn't have anything interesting, because it's just my starting point, and I'm going to go to the first stuff they said. And I'm going to start reading through, and I know roughly what's here. I've run through this several times, and I have a good idea of things that she said I know that are interesting, but I'm reading through word for word, and I'm looking for items about my topic. So really computer science, gender, computational thinking. Um, so not much in the way of experience that she has, but that's really not a huge part of my research topic. Really, most of my topics come with question 2. Um, so this section where she talks about the technology integrator and doing push in, I'm going to highlight this chunk. Um, and I'm going to say this. This is I'll code this as what my district is current doing. And now I have a code. I should be able to turn on code stripes and highlighting um to coding special items. I'm gonna hit codes. Okay. And coding stripes, selected items, codes. Hit okay. Um, and then the comfort level with which each teacher implements those lessons probably varies. Um, and maybe issues with current C in this. And we can change these codes as we go, but we're just sort of building some starting points for codes. We might combine these, we might nest these. Right now, I'm just trying to get things highlighted and marked. Um, and it looks like the um, it's not automatically doing it. Okay, selected items. Let's try codes again. And same with highlights. Automatically select subfolders, descendants. Hit OK. Um, and oh, I did the wrong section, so we're going to right click on that. I'm going to do uncode from recent codes, issues, but then I'm going to recode this with the right thing because I dragged in the wrong spot. And I'm going to edit this code. to do code properties doing with CS. You push it out once a week. And I'll push this also into what's currently doing. Yep, good. So now I think typical boy and girl. Okay. Um, uh, doo-doo. Different. Okay. So I'm gonna call this code boys and girls are different. Now, the one thing I don't like about NVivo is that it doesn't have a spell check or grammar check. So you're gonna have to make sure that you type things consistently, or do some editing after the fact to make sure that you make things clean. But it can be all cleaned up after the fact and nested. So I'm going to go through these documents that way and make sure they all look nice and pretty. Um, it's looking like it's not going to automatically stripe the files, so I'm going to have to add that after the fact. Those stripes will get better as I go through my different documents because each time I um, start a document, those codes are going to exist between files. So I will keep hitting if I show all coding, the problem is that it's going to show all my file coding. If I go all, I'm going to see too much stuff because I have every type of thing there. So I'm gonna turn off all and do selected. Um, Selected items, codes, hit OK. And over time, I'll get this file cleaned up. So, uh, and this is an iterative process. It might take several times to go through the documents. I'll do another video once I have gone through my documents, talk about how to clean up the codes and nest codes and build themes. So basically, I'm just going through the document, reading it, and summarizing and pulling chunks out that support or reject the questions I'm asking that go along with the questions.